Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Python for beginners. In the last video we learned about tuples and also sets. Today we will learn about dictionaries and complete data types in Python. So let's begin. Now we have talked about list and set in our previous videos and that list maintains an order while set does not. So if we want every single value we go with list, or if we want only unique elements we go with set. Let's say we have a list of 5 elements and we want the fourth element. For that we call it through its index value. But sometimes it makes more sense when every single value has a key attached to it, just like a telephone directory or a phone book. In that, if we want a number, we search it by its name. So for that we use a dictionary. So let's make a dictionary. So let me open up my IDLE, and yes. So for making a dictionary, we make use of curly brackets. So in that we write two things. One is a key and the other is a value. But there's one rule in dictionary, that all the keys have to be unique. So let's make a dictionary where the keys are the numbers while values are fruits. So I'll write D equals, and in curly brackets we'll write 1 equals, let's say, apple, then 2 colon banana, 3 colon orange, and let's take 5 colon melon. So the colon in this case separates the keys from its value. Now let's say I want to fetch orange. We can see that the dictionary has been printed. So let's say I want to fetch orange. For that I will use square brackets like we have used in tuple and list. So I'll write D colon 3. In this case I'll mention or specify the key. So D colon 3, and we can see we got orange. But I haven't given a key 4. What if I try that? So if I write key colon 4. Now pause the video if you want, think about it and write it down in the comments. Well, if we do that, we obviously get an error as we have no key called 4. We can also get the values using a get function. So if I write d dot get and in bracket I write the key again, so we got orange. Let's try 4 this time. So I write d get and 4. Surprisingly nothing has printed and we didn't even get an error. Let's actually see what this has printed. So I'll print it. D dot get and in bracket 4, and it has printed none. So that's because there is no value for key 4. Now one more interesting thing that we can do with get is we can print something when we don't have a value for that key. So suppose, let's say for 4, let's take it for 4. So I do d dot get and in bracket 4. Now in this case we do not have a value for it, right? So I give a comma and whatever I want to write here I can write. So if I write not found and enter, it will print not found because there is no value for 4. But what if I call for the key 1, which is apple, and I write the same thing? So write d dot get 1 comma not found, and if I enter that, it will print apple as there is actually a value for 1. I've opened up a new editor here and let's do something new. So let's make a list. In fact, let's make two lists, one named keys and the other named values. So I will write keys equals, let's say 1 2 3, and I'll write values, let's say some small values like let's say ABC. So I'll write A comma B and C. Okay, now I don't need to print them as we know what the result is going to come. Now let's try to combine these two lists to make a dictionary. Now how do we do that? We can use this function called zip. Sorry, we can use zip function to combine both of them, but we will have to put it in a variable. So let's take a variable called data. In that I will use a zip function to write keys and values, or comma values. Now we are zipping them up, right? But what are we making it into a dictionary? So for that I have to write dictionary above. So if I write dictionary that's zip and keys and values. So here I am combining keys and values together and then making a dictionary of them. So if I enter and then I print data, we can see that the two lists have been combined and they have made into a single dictionary. So if I actually, let's try it out. So if I want to fetch B, so data of 2, and we can see B has been fetched. Now what if I want to add more values in it? Let's say I want to add D. So for that I can do data of 4. So let's make a new key 4 and give it a value called D. So I guess it should be updated, and let's print it, and we can see that we have a 1 2 3 4 as A B C D. Now we have added. Can we delete values? Of course we can. So for that we can use a function called del, and I wrote data, and let's delete, let's say B or 2, and I print data, and we can see 1 3 and 4. So 2, that means B has been deleted. Now there are also many functions like data dot, and if I wait some time there'll be a lot of functions. I'll make sure that I put the screenshot again. But if you can see the functions like clear, copy, get, items, pop, set default, update values, etc. Now what clear does, it directly clears the dictionary. Now we don't want to do that. You can try it out. It's get is getting values, keys is, I'm going to talk about it, pop is removing values, update is updating, and yes. So if I want to get only the keys, I will write data.keys, and we'll get all the keys, that 1 3 and 4 are the keys. While if you want values, I will do data.values, and if I write that, we get the values, that's A, C and D. So guys, this is the end of dictionary and also the end of data types in Python. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Also click the notification bell for quick updates on when I post a new video. In the next video, we will start a new topic, and that is operators. So if you're enjoying the content, do let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.